the halfway stage of the Betway SA20 Match 15, Durban Super Giants host Pretoria Capitals in Durban. So wonderful to be with you again. Pretoria Capitals hoping to roar some more after an emphatic win over Joburg Super Kings at home. Durban Super Giants, they'll be wanting to win in front of their home crowd. Toss time now with Pomi Mbangwa.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the toss. Let me introduce those who are here. First of all, the CEO of Durban Super Giants, Mr. Vinod Bisht. Welcome, sir. And also Mr. Gerry Pienaar, who is overseeing proceedings as the match referee, Wayne Parnell and Quinton de Kock, the two captains. Quinny? It's tails. You win, what are you going to do, Quinny, and why?
We're going to have a bat first, just because the previous games before this, the team batting first has done really well.
Now, as far as your team's concerned, how do you feel you're going? Do you like the sort of helter-skelter schedule?
The helter-skelter schedule is quite tough. Can't say I'm too much of a fan, but I do enjoy a tournament getting over and done with. Joe, it's been fun. Thanks, Barney. But no, it's been good so far. The team's still doing really well. We had a nice 2-day break now, and now we're ready to get going.
In the 2 days, is there anything particularly that you guys focused on or not?
Just focused on not being around a cricket ball for 2 days.
Fair enough. What have you done with your side for today?
Nothing. We're the same team as last game.
Okay, all the best today.
Cheers, thanks.
Do you mind?
No, not at all. We actually wanted to have a bowl. A little bit unsure as to how the surface is going to play, but the local boys tell me it'll be a good wicket.
Okay, as far as your team's going, how do you feel you're going? And same sort of question with the helter-skelter schedule, what is it you're trying to pay attention to?
I think it's just freshness, really. I think just getting guys mentally fresh, I think for these games coming up thick and fast. But I think so far it's been really good. Our medical staff, they've been excellent. And it's just about getting the minds right and obviously resetting and just starting well.
What have you done with your side for today?
We have one change. Pretoria is out and Mutasami is in.
Is that tactical or is something wrong?
No, just tactical. I think also the nature of playing at different venues and stuff like that in South Africa is we want to have horses for courses, and that's what we're going with, and obviously back in that.
All the best today.
Thanks, Paul.
So the story from the middle is that it's Quinton de Kock, captain of Durban's Super Giants, who have won the toss, and they've decided they'll bat first. Right, now time to have a look at the surface, and Herschel Gibbs is alongside. Herschel, nice to see you again.
Likewise, likewise.
What are you looking at here? What do you see? What do you like it?
Look, to say, Christmas was just a few weeks ago. But looking at this wicket, there's been 2 games played here before, and 170 was scored, 170 and 216 was scored. I think with this grass covering, it's dead grass, rolled in nice into the wicket, I reckon we're going to see scores of between those two. Okay. Maybe 190, 200, But if you're a batsman, the home team didn't have no hesitation winning the toss and saying, yes, we're going to strap them on. But this looks for me the best strip that I've seen out of the 3 games so far.
And as far as winning the toss and deciding, is it an advantage at all, do you think, winning it?
I think so. I think they bowled really well, so the home team, even though they posted some good scores, but I think the scoreboard pressure, does play a part. The dimensions today towards the scoreboard is I think a little bunt with a lob wedge.
Yeah, I'll move this way, and we'll tell you what the dimensions are. Actually, it's just 53 meters that way, so it's not even a lob wedge. It's so short, and the other side, 66 meters. And I guess that makes it kind of lopsided, doesn't it?
Correct, but also through extra cover towards a Castle Corner, I think they call it. That goes almost into town. That is so big. It's probably close to 85 meters. So I think a few short ones, maybe from the bowlers, testing the batters out on that long boundary. And you don't want anything too short going towards the scoreboard. In support
of the shortness of the boundary, and it's been a feature all the way through when the games have been played here. A look at where the sixes have been. There have been 31 sixes here, and whether we're looking at left-handers, and we'll show you left-handers first of all. Left-handers, you look straight, and leg side. That's where predominantly those sixes have gone, because you're trying to manipulate that short boundary. Shift over to right-handers, exactly the same sort of thing. When they're facing on that end, it's straight and leg side to them. So as the bowler, like you say, you've got to make sure you're closing off one side of the ground.
Yeah, when it comes to the bowling, the teams have obviously gone a little bit fuller on the length, clearly because of the short, the short squares. So it makes sense that they're targeting, straight back over the bowler's head, just over maybe wide, mid-on, etc., etc. So yeah, but given the surface, I wouldn't mind having a little crack here myself today.
Okay, we better stop there. Sean, up to you to confirm the teams.
Yeah, thanks, Pommy. We had a chat with the two captains and they confirmed, ideally, that they don't want to make too many changes, and they haven't made any Durban's Super Giants. They have made a little bit of adjustment as the tournament's gone on. Myers and Mulder at the top of the order, the left-hand, right-hander combination. Quinton Okoki slipped to number 3. Klaasen, the leading run scorer in the tournament so far. And then you've got Jonker, Pretorius, Holder and Maharaj to try and hit the long ball. Maybe Fullion can be included in that, and Subran, I suppose. And then Topley, who's been good with the new ball and made some inroads for the team up front. They're going to need those inroads, because when they come up against the Pretoria Capitals, it's been Salt and Jacks. They have been mightily impressive, that combination. They're the second and third run scorers on the tournament so far, and together in each game they've been 83 combined, 93 combined, 45 combined and 86 combined. So a lot of the runs and a lot of the success is down to those two at the top of the order. Riley Rousseau, Mr. Brain, Dadswell, they all probably would like to get a bigger score amongst them and just contribute. Nisham, he was good with the ball and hasn't really had to do too much hitting at the back end. He was just lethal on Tangiso at the Wanderers. Cornell, Mutasami, Bosch, Rashid and Nokia, nothing wrong with that lineup. I think the bowling variations that they have is interesting, and also interesting that they've decided on the surface to go with the extra spinning option. Back to you, Cass, you're down on the ground.
Thanks so much, Polly. Two formidable teams in this match 15 in Durban, the Betway SA20. And we're heading towards this break, the 24th of January. Everyone's talking about it, and you want to be top of the log. Chris Morris is alongside me. Your thoughts on the toss?
Yeah, look, I personally probably would have bowled first. I agreed with Wayne. But look, end of the day, the locals know better than me. But yeah, look, it tends to grease up a little bit at night. Also, might be a little bit low, but when it skids on like that, this is when you want to be batting as a T20 player. And as we always say, that short boundaries in play.
Well, certainly is. Well, let's have a look at the standings at the moment. The Jacques Callis, the assistant coach of the Pretoria Capitals, has chatted to the team after they lost the first leg at the Highveld Derby, and he said, you know what, we need to be top of the log come the break.
Absolutely, that's vital. I mean, it gives you confidence going into the break. But second of all, when the guys, they've got that little mental edge when they're going into the second half of the tournament, they know, listen, we can't let off the gas. But if we happen to slip up, we're in a good position. And that's exactly where the Pretoria Capitals are. Starting to queue up a little bit there, just below that. But, you know, the confidence that we talk about going to the second half of the tournament, that's exactly what the Pretoria Capitals need, and that's what they're doing at the moment.
And Durban's Super Giants, a great opportunity to put a fantastic performance together to be able to win at home here and head up that table. Now, when you look at this competition and you just see how well it has gone, there's an opportunity as well for the crowd to get involved if you enjoy the crowd interaction.
Oh, I tell you what, that's been such a refreshing thing about this tournament, Cass, to see the crowd, first of all, but to see the enjoyment that they've been having. And it's young people that are at the crowd. It's so good. Yes, they have been of the wiser generation, as I like to call them, but the kids that are coming in, they're starting to really enjoy and embrace this tournament. And cricket South Africa, that's what's been missing with the cricket in South Africa. More like it's so good to see. There's a vibe around. People are talking about the tournament. Social media is buzzing about this tournament, and if you go on social media, there's pictures everywhere and videos everywhere of these guys, of this tournament. So it's very good to see and very happy.
Well, Chris, talking about the social corner, speaking about the social media, let's find out where our social squad is at the moment. Here at Kingsmead, it's buzzing.
I mean, else would rather be on a weekend than watching the Betway SA20. The vibe is here. Paul and Quebec, I'm talking to you too. Don't buy your tickets. It's a vibe here. But Mobile, give me 2 million other reasons why you don't buy tickets.
See, if you can catch, firstly, you're my best friend.
One hand.
Because if you catch here, SA20, if you catch with one hand, and you're over 18 and you're a Betway account holder, you actually double your chances of winning, and then you can definitely be my best friend. We're going to spend that together.
But the thing is, yeah, best friends, but can you catch?
I can't catch. I need you to teach me. Please teach me, Coach. Teach me.
I'll teach you.
Okay.
I'll teach you.
You pinky promise?
You guys at home, can you catch? But I'll teach you, and I'll pinky promise.
Okay, that's true.
Come down to the cricket because it's Friday there. It's Saturday, Sunday. What?
What?
It's Friday there. Come on the picket. It's Saturday, Sunday. What?
Oh, it's such a buzz. Nobile and Cook's out in the crowd. And I tell you, I want to be a fan again. Do you know that? I heard from Keshav Maharaj earlier, says this is the best atmosphere. And to Betway catch 2 million, here's an opportunity. Let's remind you of the terms and conditions. You've got to be over 18 years of age. Catch it clean, one-handed. And if you have a Betway account, you double your earnings. So get going. And here's the QR code for all those terms and conditions. So who are the lucky people? Those are the ones that have taken the catches and take a picture. There could be more coming at Durban. It's match 15. Durban Super Giants hosting the Pretoria Capitals. We'll take a short break, and when we come back, we'll have more insights as we build up to this great encounter.
At Macro, we've got all you need to get back like a pro. Like the Karcher K2 360 high-pressure cleaner for 1699, save 400 Rand. Kickstart the new year with back-to-site savings at Macro. Deals valid until 26 February 2023. Shop in-store, online, and on our new Macro shopping app. Macro. Save money. Live better.
Heineken Champions Cup. Massive, massive. Most dominant teams in the European Cups. So those teams are the teams that we get to face.
Try and find a little bit of space. They're going to get over here. Perfect execution.
Witness the very best that Europe has to offer in club rugby on your World of Champions, SuperSport.
Monster Jam. Witness Monster Jam trucks like Grave Digger.
Got it. Beautiful. Next team. There we go, whipping it around. El Toro Loco. Off the race ramp.
Earthshaker.
There is his free there.
Monster Mud Dalmatian.
Sling it around.
Durban is turning up for the Betway SA20, and it's been that way since match 1 here in the city. Gates open 2 hours before play, and they've been queuing up ever since. Oh, it's fantastic to see flags being handed out, and just the family atmosphere that is coming through here is amazing. And if you're on the embankment, you could just pop into some of our commentators, our cricket commentators in the crowd. Let's join Pommy Mbango. Hey, Pommy, how's it going there?
Pretty good, actually. First thing we did when we sat down here, there were umbrellas everywhere. We're sort of a bit secluded. We've asked for them to get rid of them. Also, because if we just look and if Wayland shows us at the back there, you know, got a few fans here, they were obstructed. So we want to be part of the crowd. We want them watching us. We want to all watch the game together. Anyway, halfway through the tournament, Darren Salmon, nice to see you, by the way.
Nice to see you, Thomas. Don't leave me hanging.
Tell me something. Who's impressed you the most?
Well, there's this guy called Magala from Sunrisers, and the way I think he's an underrated bowler. You know, the way he bowls with the new ball, he gets wickets up front, and then he does his thing in the back end. He seems like a bowler who knows his limitations. He goes out there and try to execute his plans.
Yeah, went for a bit of money actually to the Sunrisers Eastern Cape. Anyone else? Yeah, go through the tournament.
Oh yes, he's on show today.
Yeah.
No Kia. You cannot underestimate what he's done in his tournament. I think he's a big part of why the Capitals are the top of the table. You know, the way he comes in, get wickets. He has the pace, he has the control, and every time his captain calls upon him, he delivers. So he has been very impressive, and I expect him on that track to create some more problems.
And he's not on his own, I guess. You think about that team as well, and what Phil Salt, Will Jacks up at the top with the batting side of things. They seem a nicely balanced side. That's what he's done throughout this tournament.
Yes, every game he's delivered, you know, and even when he played against the Super Kings, in which the game they lost, he still delivered, you know, and it's exciting. I think the Capitals have a really good balanced team. Like you said, Salt and the openers at the top with Nisham and Nokia handling the bowling. It's been really brilliant, and that's why they are at the top.
Okay, anyone else? Come on, you're going to name others. In fact, I'll go through a few. Markram, Janssen. I'm naming all-rounders here, aren't I? Marco Janssen's been absolutely unbelievable, hasn't he?
I'm telling you, I got a call yesterday trying to get him in my team for the PSL, but unfortunately he's not in there. But the way he has batted and the maturity he's shown throughout his inning, you know, the way he took down Rashid Khan, you know, in one of the games against Cape Town. He's just shown that composure, that calmness, and he's looking like one who could be in contention for player of the tournament.
Yeah.
And he's given Sunrisers a good momentum shift into this competition.
Yeah, him and his captain playing as all-rounders. Markram with 7 wickets as well. And then now to leading run scorers. And Heinrich Klaassen has been fabulous. The strike rate, he's got 162 runs, but he's got them at 160.
Yeah, we were here when he scored, I think, 50 odd of 19 deliveries. And I think he hit 26 in the last over. He's been quality. And yeah, it's the battle of Klaassen and Will Jacks and Phil Salt, these guys who are striking at a high strike rate. And Klaassen is at home. Hopefully, if the Giants win today, they're right on top of the table. So it's supposed to be an interesting game today.
Yeah, we could go on for a long time, actually. We're just trying to pick out a few. We'll go back to Cass, but an honorable mention for Fortain. He's been fabulous, getting wickets just about every game, and he's probably towards the top of the wicket takers. Now, which deliveries have impressed you the most? Here's some Jaffas for you through the tournament.
Bowled him! Another good comeback. A lot of character in this boy. Ryan Riggleton has gone.
Darren Goff. Ngini's on a hat-trick.
Done him all ends up.
Gone! It's brilliant. The form that he had on Tuesday, well, it's broken here on Friday.
Oh, he got him! Must have got him. Absolutely top-class bowling.
Gone! What a beauty! We haven't seen a lot of him, but what he's delivering at the moment, we're going to see a lot more. Oh!
Got him! Wow, what a way to come back to the side.
We've been thoroughly entertained in the Betway SA20. Let's look at some key matchups right now. And Quinton de Kock versus Riley Rousseau. Chris Morris, take it away.
Yeah, if we look at the matchups here, you've got Quinton, as you said, and Riley Rousseau. Those two matchups straight away. You know, they're both hard-hitting left-handers. Quinny obviously bats slightly higher than Riley, but Riley's been showing a lot of intent. If you look there, the power, Riley hits the ball a long way. But the innovation for me that stands out there from Quinton de Kock, he's got the reverse sweeps, he's got basically a 360 player. He'll step inside, help you over fine leg, and he'll hit you over cover. So he's my leader for that matchup.
Topley and Nokia.
Okay, so what I noticed on this one was the pace. I think they've done Anouk Nokia. It should be 99 pace because he's consistently quick. But the bounce as well, it's a lot more bounce coming from Topley, and he'll use his slower balls, his variation at the back there, and he'll get a bit of extra bounce, so he'll be very good at that.
Yeah, let's have a look at the spinners now. Ooh, Adil Rashid versus Keshav Maharaj.
So this for me is the matchup of the game. I mean, obviously they're not head-to-head straight away, but Adil Rashid experienced all around the world. He was played at Kingsmead before. I'd love to see how he goes tonight. Keshav Maharaj is a local boy, has been playing his cricket here his whole life, knows exactly what he's doing, and he's been successful in this tournament in the first 6. So that for me is the key matchup, and I'm excited to see how those two go tonight.
Wonderful matchups to look forward to. Match 15 coming up here. What about the prediction? Who's winning today? Is this crowd going to be going home happy?
It's difficult to look against Pretoria Capitals, but I like to think the Durban Super Giants will play well in front of their crowd tonight. So I'm on the fence, Cass.
He's fence-sitting, but they aren't. They're supporting the Durban Super Giants, taking on the log leaders, the Pretoria Capitals. Time for live action coming up right after this.
It's the new football season and SuperPicks is here. With a huge 1 million rand to be won every weekend for free. Simply make your 6 predictions on superpicks.com and submit your picks. Get all 6 correct and you will scoop the incredible 1 million rand jackpot. Best of all, SuperPicks is completely free to play. Udlala mahala. Don't forget, the closest set of predictions wins 30,000 rand every week, guaranteed. Remember, every round counts. Improve your leaderboard position every week and stay in the hunt to win the massive end-of-season prize. So many ways to win, so many winners. Make sure you are one of them. SuperPicks. Play for free, win for real. Visit www.superpicks.com.
Sia Khaleesi.
Khaleesi's rise from poverty to become the first black Springbok captain has brought with it heroic status.
When the opportunity came, he was ready.
With Sia being captain,